well, this is really not a podcast episode. This is just me being consistent because I don't want to stop. Yay. I look like somebody, and I'm not going to say their name on here. I kind of look like a cartoon character right now, but that's different from the somebody that I was thinking about earlier. Today, today is the day I bring honor back to my family. Bro, if y'all seen Uncharted, that hands down my favorite part of that freaking movie. I really don't want to be racist, but I don't know his name. But I can't say Mick. You know what? Screw it. Actually, nah. The Spanish-speaking guy in freaking White, he was like, today is the day. Like, he had his whole wind up to, he was like, today is the day that I bring honor back to my family. Like, bro. Oh, my God. Like, he was so serious. I'm gonna be so for real. He was so serious about that. Oh, all right. But still, I don't feel like sitting this phone here. So we're finna use the environment to our advantage. And just lay like here. And I'll just talk, chat it up, and do whatever. Well, since it's 5 minutes, then what y'all opinion is on freaking Steven Universe? Me personally, Steven Universe is a freaking vibe. Especially the songs. All the songs are a bop. I don't care. Like, I wouldn't even say all the songs. It depends on your mood. Like, if you're feeling a stronger in the way type of mood, then that'll be your favorite. But your favorite overall is way different. Because sometimes you can feel a true type of love, or drifting away, or just, or a cookie cat type of mood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Rebecca Sugar did not miss. And speaking of Rebecca Sugar, I highly advise, go to her new album. Love it. She is a musical and artistic genius. Her and her co-creators. To be able to create so many freaking songs that are consistently good and consistent animation across the whole entire board. To which one of my favorite parts is when Amethyst is getting buried by the freaking Waterman Stevens. And one of them bring freaking flowers. And she like, oh, those flowers are so lovely. While she was in the process of being buried. Like, she was about to be buried alive. And she was like, oh my God, they're lovely. No. Oh my God. Like, for the comedy, the drama, and for everything that they did in that show, it is so lovely. And for the people who say that Steven Universe Future is trash, I'd have to say, have you seen the first show? I'm gonna be so for real. Have you seen the first show, Steven Universe? Because I believe that Steven Universe Future was necessary. Like, y'all expect Steven Universe to not have those type of mental thoughts. Like, I hope you know, he was a little kid. He is a little kid in the original show. And for him to basically have thoughts of him being a monster, I see why he would spiral into that direction. Because we've never set aside time for Steven. They've never set aside time for freaking Steven in general. So the fact that Steven had his own character arc in Steven Universe Future, I still believe that's necessary. And anybody else that's calling it trash, y'all are missing the message of that whole short series. Because it was never about a cash grab or something like that. It's about the aftermath and how that affected Steven's mental state. with him not even addressing everything that he went through. Like, I hope you know. Hold on, I gotta spit. I hope you know, like, Steven has came at 12 to 13 years. Yeah, 12 to 13 years old. He's come across death in the form of shattering and being poofed constantly, time and time again, being placed in life and death situations. And people think that that wouldn't take a toll on a person's brain because they're always willing to help or be there for a person. Like, just because a person is willing to help you, that doesn't mean that they don't need help. They still need help. Like, to be fair. Like, just because I'm always here for you whenever you need something or whenever there's an issue with you, that doesn't mean that I don't need it. Because I do. And that's just the truth. Like, to all of you who have that friend that y'all always go to, check on them. Just allow them to talk. Allow them to just get their feelings off their chest if they have any. Because the moment y'all don't is the moment that y'all will end up with a friend that is angry at y'all or depressed or even to the point where they become that they have those thoughts about unaliving themselves. And that's so true. Like, they care about people. But it's that type of care that makes them feel like, does anybody care about me? So that's why they have those type of thoughts. So yeah, please check on your friend. Like, if you all have a friend that y'all always go to, that y'all always tell y'all business, that y'all always tell everything about, check on them. You don't know what they may be going through. Because I guarantee you, the worst situation could happen to them. And even if the worst don't come, you may lose a friend because they feel unappreciated. I believe that's why I can't associate with my ex-friend group now. It's not the fact that I had an issue with them. It's the fact that I felt like that when it really counted, they weren't there for the way that I thought that they were going to be there for me. That's not to say that there were moments where they weren't. There were. But I felt like there was something different or something, how should I put it? It didn't feel right. That's all I can say about it. Like, it felt like there was ulterior motives. Right, it's complex because I can only name a few moments, and notice how I say only a few, where they were there for me. At the same exact time, when it comes to when I emotionally have to get myself back into balance, they weren't there for me the way that I wanted them to be. Like, in my lowest point, when I was staying with my father, his deadbeat self, you know what? I apologize because he shouldn't even be a thought right now. But when I asked them for help, when I was at my lowest, no response. Not even from my own ex. So I was like, screw it. I'll do this on my own. Which is why I am not in contact with that side of my family anymore. And that's the thing. You don't know what type of reaction that you'll get from that friend that you never check up on, or that friend that you never truly and genuinely care about. And that's what it is. They will know that you care about them. They won't have no second thoughts about, do they hate me or do they Or are they feeling spiteful towards me? Are they jealous, or are they just around me just to be around me? Or are they here just because they want me for me and not for what I can give them? Do they want me around just because of who I am, or just because of how I make them feel? You feel what I'm saying? And it goes both ways. Because it's like, would I want new friends who I can always hang around no matter if I'm angry, sad, or just happy and genuinely chill, this, that, and third? Or would I want them around just to make me feel good? It's interesting to think about because right, it's interesting because right, you're gonna have issues in a friendship. You're gonna have issues in a relationship. You're gonna have issues in a family household. But the way you go about handling those issues, I think that's the determining factor in whether you'll have stop having those thoughts or that you'll have more of them. Like even if the conflict goes away, if you still have those thoughts permeate through your mind, then that means that the root cause and issue was never solved to begin with. And they haven't really taken the steps to freaking rectify it. Either them or you yourself haven't taken the necessary steps to really rectify it, to really understand why you feel like you can't trust them, why you feel like they feel that way towards you, or why you feel like certain behaviors are just off to you. You feel what I'm saying? Just simple, small inklings to where it's like, that's weird. Why would you say that, or why would you do that particular thing? You feel what I'm saying? It's small things like that that truly adds on to it, especially when difficult situations come up. To where you're literally just hyper fixated on a person's behavior. Like you're not experiencing no stalking behavior, but you just naturally watch out for anything that they may say. And if something sounds off, you ask for clarification. And if they deflect, then you got your answer. Because if they don't want to answer exactly what you have confusion about, and that's the most important part. If you're confused about something and you want clarification, and they get upset, mad, or they deflect in general, that's your answer right there. That shows you exactly who they are. Because instead of giving you a simple answer, they're giving you everything but that. And that tells you whether a person is here for you or if they're just here to keep you around. Meanwhile, they're just being jealous, this, that, and the third all around. And that's my take on it. Because a true friend, a true family member, a true lover, they'll be different when serious situations come around. Like their actions, especially with this, and especially with what they do, will truly dictate truly if they're here for you or if they're not. Like, if you were in a car crash, and this is hypothetical, if you were in a car crash and you call somebody up and they do not feel like going, so they lie and say that they're somewhere else when really they're in bed, or when they have the power to, but they say no or they make an excuse, and then they cut off the phone and they laugh, but you don't know that they did that to you, that's an example of a person that's not for you. But if you call somebody and they're already on their way, not already on their way to like they're already predicting that you're in trouble, but if they're doing something and they're willing to pause and to go and help you out, that is a real person. Like if they're willing to just stop what they're doing to go and help you out that situation. Instead of just saying, "Oh, I wish I could come," or "I wish I could, but I got to do this, that, and the third." Because a true person, no matter what, will always try. Like no matter if they can't even reach you, they'll try. And it's the fact that they're willing to try it that truly shows their colors. Depending on if they truly can make it or not. If they can't make it, but they're trying their best to try to get somebody out there for you, that's how you know that they're the ones for you. Which is why I feel like, hold on. And I'm so, like, I keep thinking about this. I don't regret it, but it's like, dang, I wonder what it would have been like if I would have truly seen her as a best friend. Because this particular girl, I met her in 10th grade. She felt more like a friend to me than anybody else. She know who she is. Here's a hint, July. But she is the only person to this day in my past who I can say that was truly a friend to me. A true, genuine best friend. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of fucked that up. And see, this is me taking accountability because and I cussed on live, but screw it. I fucked that relationship up. She was truly a genuine friend. But because of how I was back then, I couldn't even see that. That's kind of fucked up. Again, I do not regret it because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have realized this. At the same time, I can only wonder what would happen if I actually seen her as a friend and not just someone to just do something with. Kind of makes you wonder. Yeah. I'm gonna be cussing on here. Like, at least in this particular live, because I truly am a dumbass. There goes a person that was truly, and this was back in my freaking high school years. Again, I'm at unk status right now, despite me being 21. But here I am, just freaking in high school with someone who was truly genuine towards me. And I fucked that up. Huh. I don't want to say that I want to contact her right now. But I feel like I have to. Not to say, hey, let's be friends again, but hey, out of everyone, you were the only person who I can really call a friend. I can just genuinely say that. Because I know for a fact, like, after I say that, and even if I don't say that, we're 10 times out of 10 not even gonna speak another word towards each other for the rest of our lives. Or however God is really gonna take our whole lifestyle. But I feel like I owe it to myself to just speak a truth to that particular friend. Like, if we're not gonna ever talk again, I'd at least want to let her know that in my past, you were truly the only person who I could call a friend. Especially when our especially when I was around friends. Heavy quotation on that. Oh, look, I'm not gonna ruin this moment for me, but whenever I just have these introspections and I just stop and pause, I feel like I'm an old man. This is what I be saying to myself. Like, I feel like I'm 99 years old inside of a 21-year-old body right now. Like, I really feel like that. Like, I really feel like I'm an old ass man that's just in a 21-year-old body, which is why I feel like I have another chance at life. It's weird because it feels like I have another chance despite me just living out this life. I have no memories of this recollection, but I can only feel that in my last life, I was an old man. Like in my last life, I was an old man, and somehow all that wisdom, is all of that maturity just encompasses me and was just surrounded by me at the young age of my birth. That's how I feel. Meaning that gray hair, that gray hair on my chin. Huh. I am a wise one. Maturity is really realizing that you do learn everything every single day. That just because you're out of school, that doesn't mean you're not learning anything. That's true maturity. Okay. This is longer than 5 minutes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sheesh. 22. Bruh, I was supposed to be on for 5 minutes. Oh my God. Hold on, let me go read the comments real quick. I cannot understand that language. Riza Malik. Let's see, Jolan. I don't have to. Don't get that twisted. I don't have to, but I want to. Let's see, did you know and got arrested for playing with Legos at the... I do not want to laugh, but how dare they? Like, you know what? I would personally pay for her bond. Because how dare you put a woman, like, she deserves to play her Legos. I don't care what age. Actually, nah. Young kids should not be playing with Legos because of their nature, But that old woman knows what she's doing. If she wants to play with Legos, she can play with Legos. And that's not even me making a joke. I truly believe that I would pay for her bond because, nah, y'all just doing too much. And again, I'm not doing it for your sake, Jolanda. Hold on, Jolanda. Jolanda Van Hooft. It's like German American. Are you German American? Oh, anyways. I'm doing it because I want to, not because you're telling me to. And with that, stay peaceful, blessed, a miracle up and know that you will appreciate what's taken care of. Our divine and wonderful Father, high source God, as well as everyone that truly and genuinely and deeply cares about you deeper in their souls. I always remember that here you are loved. We care about you here. If no one else does, we do. I do know that no matter what, we are always here to give that listening ear. Don't be afraid to talk to us. Don't be afraid to talk with us. We're here for you. That community tab on my YouTube is always there. You can always find a way to get in contact with me. Just let me know there. We can talk. If there's something you just want to get out in the open and that you don't want anybody else to know, I'm here for you. Yeah. Know that you are loved. Somebody loves you. Whether it's yourself, that one above all, or even me. You'll always feel that love. Okay? Okay! Now come in for this hug. Yeah, come in. And as always, a shape he said